All right, so you're gearing up for a live chat operator interview.
Feeling that mix of excitement and nerves.
Yeah, totally normal.
We're going to dive deep into RoleCatcher's career and interview guides.
Specifically for live chat operators.
Think of this as your secret weapon.
A cheat sheet for nailing that interview.
We'll break down common questions, the strategies behind them.
And even give you some insider tips to stand out.
Plus, we'll sprinkle in insights about what this job is really, like the good, the bad, and...
The paths you can take.
Sounds good.
Let's do it. First things first.
Before we even get to the interview question,
Let's set the scene.
what exactly does a live chat operator do?
Yeah, paint me a picture.
Basically, you're like a real-time customer service superhero online,
Okay.
answering questions, solving problems.
Being that helpful guide all through text.
On a website's chat platform.
So it's like those FAQ pages.
But you're the real person guiding them through it.
Exactly.
You're dealing with all sorts of people.
Right. Yeah.
So strong written communication is key.
Makes
Problem-solving patience and empathy are your superpowers.
Got it. So you're like a digital detective,
I like that.
quickly understanding their issue
Finding the right info.
and explaining it clearly and concisely.
You nailed it. Now, are you ready to tackle some interview questions? All right. The first one is a classic. It seems simple, but it's your first impression. How did you hear about this position?
Okay, so this is where I tell them about my love for RoleCatcher.
Exactly. But go a little deeper. Did you just stumble upon it?
Or were you actively searching on RoleCatcher?
Show them you were proactive and specifically interested in this role.
So instead of just saying, I saw it online,
Right.
I should mention I was specifically using RoleCatcher.
And maybe even why that platform appealed to you.
Got it. Okay, so be ready for that follow-up question. Like,
What made this position stand out to you?
yeah, I was going to say, I bet they always ask that.
They do. This is where you connect your skills and passions to what excites you about this specific role and company. Did you research them? What resonated with you?
So research is key.
Always.
Okay, next up, what interests you about working as a live chat operator?
Yes. This is where your enthusiasm shines through.
Time to let my passion flag fly.
Exactly. This is your chance to show them you're not just looking for any job.
Right.
What aspects of this role genuinely appeal to you?
Okay.
Do you love writing? Enjoy problem solving?
I do.
Connect those strengths to the job?
Got it. Now, for the question that always makes me nervous, how would you handle an upset or angry customer? Everyone has a customer service horror story, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But here they're looking for professionalism under pressure.
Right.
Remember, on the other side of that screen is a real person.
Good point.
Lead with empathy, active listening.
Aiming to de-escalate and find solutions.
Exactly. And you know what?
What?
RoleCatcher's AI can actually analyze your response to this type of question
Really?
and give you feedback on how empathetic and professional your tone is.
Wow. That's really helpful. I know I can sometimes come across as too sarcastic.
We've all been there. Okay, next question. How do you prioritize multiple chats at once? This feels like a juggling act.
It does. Live chat often means multitasking.
It does. So
You-
explain your system, whether it's based on urgency, complexity.
Or a first-come, first-served approach.
You got it. Highlight those organizational... yes, because nobody wants outdated info, right?
Definitely not.
So show them you're a continuous learner. Mention company training industry blogs, online resources, anything demonstrating you're proactive and staying informed.
Got it. It shows initiative and a genuine interest in providing accurate information.
You got it. What about a potential follow-up, like, how would you handle a customer inquiry about a product or service you're unfamiliar with?
That's a good one.
I feel like honesty is key here, right?
Definitely.
Acknowledge you're looking into it, reassure them you'll find the answer.
And outline the steps you'd take.
Exactly. Transparency builds trust even when you don't have all the answers immediately.
That makes total sense. Okay, next question. How do you handle confidential information?
This is a big one?
These are particularly relevant for online interactions.
It is. Emphasize your understanding of data privacy, company policies, and discretion.
You're handling sensitive information.
Exactly. So demonstrating trustworthiness is crucial.
Could I even ask a question about their data security protocols?
That's a great idea. It shows you're engaged and thinking critically.
Okay, good point. I always get nervous about asking questions during an interview.
It's natural, but asking thoughtful questions can actually make you stand out.
Okay, moving on to a more technical question. How do you handle a technical issue with the live chat system? Tech glitches happen.
All the time. And the interviewer wants to see that you can handle them calmly and effectively.
So explain the steps I would take to troubleshoot.
Exactly. Like trying basic fixes first.
And knowing when to escalate the issue.
You got it. It's not about being a tech whiz.
But demonstrating problem-solving skills.
And knowing when to seek help.
Got it. So be ready for them to ask, what are some common technical issues you've encountered, and how did you resolve them?
Exactly. Have specific examples ready.
Okay, will do. Now let's talk about a potentially tricky situation. How do you handle a customer asking for a refund or compensation?
Oh yeah, this one's always interesting.
It's about balancing empathy with company policy. Right?
Exactly. You want to acknowledge their frustration.
While clearly communicating the company's procedures.
And you know what can help with that?
What?
RoleCatcher's AI.
Really?
It can analyze the company's policies based on their website and other materials.
Wow.
And suggest ways to word your response in a way that's both empathetic and aligned with their guidelines.
That's amazing. It takes the guesswork out of trying to interpret their policies.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. How do you ensure customer satisfaction is maintained at all times?
Now this feels like the heart of the role.
It does. Go beyond the basics of prompt responses and politeness, right?
Exactly. Talk about anticipating needs.
Personalizing interactions.
Going the extra mile to make them feel valued even through a screen.
So it's about being proactive and building rapport even in a digital setting.
Exactly. What if they ask, what metrics do you think are important for measuring customer satisfaction in a live chat environment?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Be ready to discuss relevant metrics like response times, customer feedback scores,
and issue resolution rates.
You got it. This shows you understand what makes for a successful live chat interaction.
Okay, last question. How do you handle a chat that requires additional research or investigation?
Yes. Sometimes you just don't have the answer immediately.
That's okay, right?
Absolutely. Honesty and transparency are key.
So explain how you'd set expectations, keep the customer informed.
And ultimately deliver that solution.
It's all about being resourceful and demonstrating follow-through.
Right. What if they ask, can you give me an example of a time you had to research a complex issue to help a customer?
Oh, good one.
Be prepared with a specific example that showcases your ability to research, analyze a problem.
And find a solution.
Exactly. And guess what can help you craft that perfect example?
Don't tell me RoleCatcher.
RoleCatcher. Their AI can analyze example responses.
Wow.
And help you refine your answers to highlight the skills that specific employer is looking for.
That's incredibly helpful.
Remember, confidence comes from preparation. Use these insights. Practice your answers.
And most importantly, be myself.
Exactly. And don't forget to utilize RoleCatcher's AI tools to tailor your responses and boost your confidence.
Great advice. Now that we've covered the interview questions,
let's take a step back
and look at the bigger picture. What are some insights into the career path of a live chat operator? What can you tell us about the day-to-day realities of this job?
Let's dive in.
Okay.
Welcome back.
We just finished diving deep into some common live chat operator interview questions.
So you're well on your way to prepping for those conversations.
But now let's shift gears.
And talk about what it's actually like.
To work as a live chat operator day to day.
Right. Let's paint a picture of what this job really entails.
I'm curious, what are some of the things that surprised you?
When you first started working in this field.
Yeah, like what did you not expect?
Honestly, the sheer variety of inquiries we received, you really need to be a jack of all trades.
Oh, wow.
One minute you might be helping someone reset their password.
And the next.
You could be explaining a complex product feature.
So adaptability and quick thinking are essential.
Absolutely. And it's not just about responding to inquiries.
What else is there?
You're also responsible for managing customer expectations.
Right.
De-escalating tense situations.
Okay.
And ensuring a positive experience throughout the interaction.
That sounds like a lot to juggle. What are some of the tools
and techniques that live chat operators use
to stay organized and efficient?
There are tons of software programs designed specifically for live chat,
Right.
like Zendesk, Intercom, and live chat.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those.
These platforms offer features like canned responses.
What are those?
Pre-written answers to common questions.
Oh, that's smart.
Tagging to categorize conversations.
Okay.
And chat routing to direct inquiries to the right team member.
It's not just about typing fast.
No.
It's about using technology strategically.
To streamline the process.
Exactly. And as technology keeps evolving, we're seeing more AI-powered tools
being integrated into live chat platforms.
That's fascinating. Speaking of AI, I'm curious how RoleCatcher's AI features
can help someone prepare for a live chat operator role.
Yeah. How does that work?
RoleCatcher's AI is incredibly helpful.
Throughout the whole job search process.
From tailoring your resume and cover letter
Okay.
to practicing those interview responses.
So, for example?
Their Copilot tool can analyze job descriptions, identify the specific skills and keywords that employers want.
Wow.
Then it suggests improvements to your application materials to help you stand out.
So it's like having a personalized career coach.
You got it. Guiding you every step of the way.
And their AI can also analyze your interview responses.
And provide feedback.
On what?
On your tone, clarity, and use of relevant keywords.
That's amazing. It takes the guesswork out of trying to figure out what employers are looking for. Now let's talk about career paths. We touched on this briefly before.
In part 1.
But can you elaborate on the growth opportunities for live chat operators?
Of course. One common path is to move up within the live chat team.
Okay.
Perhaps becoming a senior live chat operator.
Or a team lead.
Exactly. As you gain experience, you might also have the opportunity to specialize.
In a particular area like?
Technical support or customer retention.
So there's room for specialization and advancement within the live chat team.
Definitely. But the skills you develop as a live chat operator are transferable to other roles too.
Like what?
For example, you could transition into a customer success role.
Focusing on building long-term relationships with clients.
Exactly. Or you might move into a sales or marketing role.
Using your communication skills to engage with prospects and promote products.
You got it.
That's encouraging. It sounds like there's a lot of potential for growth and exploration.
There is.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the day-to-day realities of this job.
Sure.
What are some of the challenges
that live chat operators face?
Yeah. What are the tough parts?
One of the biggest challenges is dealing with those difficult customers.
Right. It can be tough to remain calm and professional.
When someone is being rude or aggressive.
Absolutely. You also need to be comfortable with multitasking.
And working in a fast-paced environment.
I bet. During peak hours.
A chat queue can fill up quickly.
And you need to be able to handle multiple conversations.
Without sacrificing quality or efficiency.
So it's not a job for the faint of heart.
It's not.
You need to be resilient, adaptable.
And able to handle pressure.
What are some of the rewards of this job, though?
For me, the most rewarding part is helping people solve problems.
Okay.
And seeing their satisfaction when I've been able to provide a solution or answer their question.
It's a great feeling to know you've made someone's day a little bit brighter.
It is. I also enjoy the fast-paced nature of the work.
Okay.
And the opportunity to continuously learn new things.
It sounds like a job that requires a lot of energy and enthusiasm.
It does.
But can also be very fulfilling.
Very fulfilling. Now let's talk about something that often causes anxiety for job seekers.
The interview process.
Oh, yes.
What advice would you give to someone?
Preparing for a live chat operator interview.
Yeah, what are your top tips?
First and foremost, do your research.
On the company.
The company, their products or services, their target audience.
Okay.
This shows the interviewer that you're genuinely interested in the role and the company.
Got it.
Second, practice your answers to common interview questions.
So I'm not caught off guard.
Exactly. This will help you feel more confident and articulate during the interview.
What are some specific things you can do to practice?
You can write out your answers, rehearse them out loud.
Okay.
Or even do a mock interview with a friend or family member.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And remember, RoleCatcher's AI tools can be a valuable resource.
For practicing and refining my answers.
Exactly.
That's great advice. Is there anything else?
You wish you had known before your first live chat operator interview.
Yeah, any insider tips?
One thing I would emphasize is the importance of showcasing your personality.
Okay.
And enthusiasm. Live chat is all about building rapport with customers.
Even through a digital interface.
Right. So let your personality shine through in your answers and show the interviewer that you're passionate about providing excellent customer service.
That's such a great point. It's not just about technical skill.
It's not.
It's about connecting with people on a human level.
Exactly. Now let's shift our focus to the future of online customer service.
Okay.
What are your thoughts on how this field is evolving?
And what role AI might play?
I think AI is going to play an increasingly important role
in online customer service.
But I don't think it will ever fully replace human interaction.
Interesting.
Instead, I see AI as a tool.
That can?
Augment and enhance the work that live chat operators do.
Give me an example.
For example, AI can be used to automate routine tasks,
right,
answering frequently asked questions,
okay,
freeing up human operators to focus on more complex or nuanced inquiries.
That makes sense.
AI can also be used to personalize the customer experience.
By providing tailored recommendations or support.
based on previous interactions.
So rather than fearing AI as a threat to jobs,
We should embrace it
as a way to improve customer service.
and make our jobs more interesting and fulfilling.
Absolutely. I think the future of online customer service is bright,
Me too.
and I'm excited to see how AI will continue to shape the industry.
It's going to be fascinating to watch. This has been incredibly insightful.
I feel like we've covered so much ground today.
We have from practical interview tips to a glimpse into the future of this dynamic field.
Before we wrap up part 2.
I want to remind our listeners about the importance of continuous learning
Yes. What are some resources or strategies?
that aspiring live chat operators can use to stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah. How can they keep learning and growing?
There are so many great resources online.
Like what?
Industry blogs and forums are great places to stay updated on trends and best practices.
Okay.
Online courses and workshops can help you develop specific skills,
Such as?
mastering a new live chat platform,
Right.
or learning advanced communication techniques.
Welcome back to our deep dive.
Into the world of live chat operators.
We've covered a lot of ground
From prepping for those interview questions
and understanding what this job really is
and the paths you can take.
and how technology like AI is shaping this field.
But before we wrap up,
I want to touch on something we haven't talked much about.
what's that?
The day-to-day challenges and rewards.
Of being a live chat operator.
Right. Because it's one thing to practice those interview answers
It's another to be on the front lines.
when someone's upset,
It can be tough to stay composed.
when communication is limited to text,
It takes practice.
and resilience.
You need to de-escalate.
Empathize.
Mhm.
Find solutions.
All while sticking to company policies.
So what are some strategies?
Yeah, for handling those tough interactions.
Active listening is key.
Okay.
Really try to understand their perspective.
And acknowledge their feelings.
Right. Even something simple. I understand your frustration can help.
It's a good reminder.
That empathy and human connection are crucial.
Even in a digital world.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And don't underestimate clear communication. Right. Make sure you're explaining things clearly,
And avoid jargon.
which can confuse the customer.
Exactly. Now, on the flip side,
What are the rewards?
what do live chat operators love about their jobs?
Yeah. What makes it all worthwhile?
The satisfaction of helping people,
Okay.
solving their problems.
Knowing you made a positive impact.
Right. It's rewarding to guide someone.
Or just answer a nagging question.
You're like a digital detective and problem solver.
I like that.
And there's the continuous learning.
This field is always changing,
So you're always learning.
which keeps things interesting.
Speaking of keeping things interesting,
Let's talk more about AI.
and its future in customer service.
I'm curious how it might transform
The live chat operator role.
in the coming years.
We're already seeing AI automate tasks,
Wow.
answering FAQs,
Okay.
or basic troubleshooting,
So AI is handling the routine stuff
freeing up human
or
operators.
the complex inquiries.
Exactly. And AI will only get more sophisticated.
So will human live chat operators become obsolete?
I don't think so.
Why not?
There will always be a need for human interaction. AI can handle the basics.
Oh,
It can't replace empathy,
creativity,
problem solving.
those uniquely human skills.
Exactly.
So it's more of a collaboration.
in a competition,
AI can enhance what we do.
but not replace us.
That's good to know. It highlights the importance of developing those human skills,
Communication, empathy, critical thinking.
which will always be needed.
Absolutely, especially as AI grows.
This has been a fascinating look.
At the live chat operator role,
We covered so much,
from interview prep
to career paths,
to the future of the field,
and we've talked about how RoleCatcher
can help you stay ahead of the curve.
as we wrap up this deep dive.
I want to leave you with this.
Customer service is always changing.
But empathy, communication, and problem solving.
Those will always be at its heart.
So whether you're starting out,
Or you're a seasoned pro,
keep learning, keep growing.
and keep those chat windows open.
The future of online customer service is bright.
And you can be a part of it.